Okay. What's up guys, Farhan here. Today I'm with Fadhil once again.
Hi.
Here I have with me is our good friend Jason. How are you? It's been a while.
I'm doing good. Just came back from China.
So recently he came back from a ride also with the TOTG gang.
We went for
Yes.
breakfast.
Come back one time already, going to 4 plus already.
It was raining.
Yeah, it was raining. Anyways, thanks for making the trip. Okay, and today here we have Jason's bike. It's the Honda Super Four.
The Honda Super Four.
It even says on the side over here Super Four.
It's a really Super Four.
Really Super Four,
But
but not CB1300.
yes. So that's the difference, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so the Super 4 here refers to the 4-cylinder lah. Yeah, so if you guys have been mistakenly referring the Super 4 as the CC of the bike, you guys are majorly wrong.
Super 4 means it's inline 4 for all naked bikes in the Honda range.
So anyway, before Jason tell us a story about his CB1300, I'm gonna give you a bit of background about it.
The Honda CB1300 Super Four replaced the CB1000 Super Four in 1998. Its inline-4 engine came from the X4 Cruiser with minor modifications. In 2003, the CB1300 received a slightly different engine, which lacked its faux cooling fins. Beginning in 2005, the CB1300 Super Four was sold in two versions: the standard naked bike and a half-faired Super Bowl door trim. In 2022, a 30th anniversary special edition was launched, commemorating the 30th year of the CB1000 Super Four in 1992. In later years, Honda has added minor updated to the machine, adding a throttle-by-wire system, riding modes, and cruise control. The CB1300 Super Four has mostly been restricted in the Japanese market, never offering it for sales in the United States and Canada. Rumors have also been floating around of the CB1300 being discontinued by 2025. Engine is a 1284 cubic centimeter, liquid-cooled, inline 4-cylinder, 4-stroke, 16-valve, double overhead camshaft with programmed fuel injection and a 5- or 6-speed manual transmission.
So Jason,
Yes.
wow, I have to say this is a rare bike.
Indeed, it is.
What made you want to buy the CB1300?
I think I saw the bike last year in August online for sale at Carousel.
It's after our
Yes.
East-West Loop
Yes.
trip, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's always been my interest in naked bikes. The CB13 fits my needs and users.
So check all your criteria.
Check all my wants.
So how you managed to find this one?
I was actually, when I first came back to riding, I actually wanted to buy a naked bike for multi-purpose use, so touring and all that. Just that I couldn't find this particular bike.
Okay.
So I bought a very small Harley.
The baby Harleys,
Yes,
the 750.
The so-called unrecognized Harley of Harleys.
The pariah child,
Yes.
busted child.
Yes, correct. So that was a fun bike. The power was sufficient, actually, but I wanted something
More.
So you stumbled on the 1300 lah.
Yes.
So how much you bought it for?
I think I bought it at 14,000.
14,000. Wow, not bad.
Good price, good price.
Good price. How many years left actually?
That time was 5, I think.
5 years left?
Yes, 5 years left.
I remember you saying it was
Yes.
about 5 years left.
So has it always looked this way when you bought it?
No, it looked pretty stock. Yeah, it was the stock white and red.
Oh, okay.
Worst condition also,
All the reds were stickered. So the bike was.
So it's just a plain white,
yes,
then
plain white.
decal
And they
on.
do the Honda decal.
Under your ownership, you did everything back lah.
I need to do it back because when I was getting it back to its condition, the bike has a hole on its fuel tank.
Oh, okay. So it's leaking fuel also.
It was leaking fumes.
Fumes.
Yes, so there was a bubble on the sticker.
Underneath the new
sticker,
paint.
Yes, so there was a bubble. So we discovered that there's a lot of patchwork on the tank.
That was after
painting
the workshop.
Yes.
Remove the paint, sand down everything
and
again.
saw a lot of Bondo all the way down. Yes.
Oh my god.
That means it wasn't really
It wasn't
taken
fixed.
care of
Yes,
In
it
the
was
best.
it was in a crash before.
Oh, I see.
So the owner did patchwork to it, I think.
So what did you do to make it new, like new again?
I changed the tank, the
So-
front mud guard, the original front mud guard was patched up with wood chips and super glue at the bottom.
Not even fiberglass. I don't even want to.
It's in China.
Wood chips and super glue. So when I install back the front fork correctly, before the front fork was I think a bit crooked. They didn't fix it back correctly. So when I fixed it back correctly, the front mudguard was supposed to be straight. So when it's straight, it's stressed, the paintwork broke. So when I remove, it's wood chips and super glue.
So it's like that. The China last time there was a ramen ramen hack.
Ramen hack,
I threw it away and I bought a carbon fiber piece from Magical Racing.
Those that need to find, you just say where to find. You also go and do your research.
Yes.
So it's now GP style instead of the normal naked bike mudguard.
I noticed you also got the front cowling also.
Yes, a bikini cow.
Your mirrors are also different.
Aftermarket. A lot of
Yes,
aftermarket
yes.
parts.
There's quite a few aftermarket parts on the bike.
So I think also aftermarket parts also is more on owner's preference. It's like okay, stock is good, but he wants something different.
I want it to be better. There's a lot of work done to the bike.
So you have also told us the engine also you overhaul.
I changed the tank.
Or the tank only.
I overnight shipped the tank. I changed the fuel pump. The fuel pump was clogged with rust. Previous tank was rusty and the owner left it rusty for too long. Left it empty.
Didn't go and find out, go and
So
check.
when if you're going to leave a bike idle, you should leave it full so that there isn't any rust that's going to come out.
But engine is okay lah.
Engine was okay. I dyno tested it, tuned, and
I remember that day.
yeah,
The dyno tune.
How was it now? Better lah.
a lot better than before.
When he said before was the time I was riding his bike for the Tortoise Run Port Dixon lah.
Yes, correct.
Back then it has a bad fuel pump, so
That was with a bad fuel pump.
it wasn't pumping the correct fuel to the injectors and it was slightly underpowered. You think it's near its crank specs?
What do you call it? The horsepower and the top specs lah.
Yes, it's quite near.
So any plans to push it past?
I think it's usable power for now. I'm not getting any younger, so I need just usable power. I don't need those 210 horsepower, 180, 190.
Those days pass already.
Yes,
All your Pasir Gudang, your Sepang days also
all
done already.
done and dusted.
This one is an icon, JDM. Riding it around, how is the experience with it? You know?
I get questions from people asking.
Like
Is it the decal?
is it
Asking
easy
whether-
ask because of this?
Yes. Even without the decal beforehand, a lot of people ask whether is it CB400.
Super Four.
Super Four, yeah.
Why your Super Four so
Both
big?
of them look the same lah.
Yes.
Almost look the same.
It does look lah. I mean, it does have that almost one-to-one
Yes, it's
look
just,
with the
it's
current
just slightly
gens
bigger than the current generation. When they ask, I say it's a Super 4, so they assume it's a CB400.
Confident.
I'll just go.
Convinced that it's
I'll just go with the flow and say yes, correct.
Also, yes. So the most of them they said this is all the YPs .
Youngsters usually yes.
all the 19-year-old just passed class 2A by Super 4.
Yes, they can't tell the difference. When they ask why the exhaust is so big, I'll just say
I mean, I was just
older
about to
model,
say the exhaust also is like so different, right?
I'll just say it's an older.
bigger, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's bigger.
Bro, this one meriam bulu, bro. It's like Hari Raya can use,
As I say, older models exhaust bigger, then they just take it as it is. So
They just listen then.
and then just leave it at that.
Those people who know what it is usually the uncle .
People who are older than me, yes.
They've seen this bike around.
They have seen this
more.
bike, I think, in the early 2000s. Because this bike is registered in 2008, but it's a 2005 model.
Manufactured 2005. Take so long to sell off the bike.
Bunsu
Back then,
wasn't doing a. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Not saying Bunsu is bad, but.
So it took 3 years to get them to sell it.
But then again, I figured back then also it wasn't
Popular.
I wouldn't say popular. It's like it's not really in the minds of people to get this.
Yes, back then because we have
This
a
or
lot
even
of,
that Boulder version.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Boulder.
yes.
Police version also, that one.
they have a lot of touring bikes back then. We have the
Yeah.
ST13, 11.
Yeah, so
the
all
FJR,
the Pan-Europeans and all the
yes,
STs.
correct. Nobody really give this bike
another look, second look lah.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe the Super 4 because that time class 2A there wasn't a lot of options, so a lot of people buy the Super 4.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and Super 4, yes, you're right. It's like you're buying a 2A bike with class 2 performance.
Would you say performance? No, I wouldn't say performance. It's more of the servicing you pay for on a CB1300 Super Four. It's like a class 2 bike, but you're not getting the.
My servicing is, I think it's like a CB400.
About that range already lah.
So standard lah, 4 bottles of engine oil, 5 bottles of engine
It's
oil.
4 plus liter.
4.8 liters.
4.8 liters. Okay,
Yes.
spark plugs also 4.
4 spark plugs,
Spark
yes.
plug.
Everything else, I think,
Almost the same.
yes.
YSS suspension also, rear shock.
Maybe we start from the front now.
Yeah,
Can
start with the
you
front,
want to
yeah.
list out all your accessories? No? What have you done with the bike?
I have the bikini cowl, front mudguard, I have
Carbon fiber mudguard,
Accosato clutch and brake,
the
active
master
X,
pump lah.
quick throttle, quarter throttle they call it.
Fast throttle lah.
Fast throttle.
So what's that mean?
That means
It
usually
takes
when
less
you
turn
rev
to full.
is all the way down. So
okay.
when I throttle up, I think at maximum at the center.
Oh, okay.
And full throttle already.
So that means you can go fast lah.
It gives you the feeling of going faster with lesser effort.
Let's say
Yeah, let's say effort. That's what
Yes.
I'm trying to refer to
Yes.
lah. Okay. Then you change out your tank.
steering
Yes.
damper.
The steering damper is from, I think, Taobao.
It works lah.
It works fine, I guess. I think I haven't gotten to parts where I have to wobble.
But at high speeds, it's very stable.
Yes,
Very.
yes.
That one also I can
Yes.
confirm.
Then the mirrors also Accosato.
No, mirrors are, I think,
Yeah.
$30 plus mirrors.
Oh, different. Okay.
So the
Only
Accosato
mount
is just the master
the-
pump and the
yes.
clutch.
Oh,
Clutch also
okay,
is
okay. It comes with
hydraulic
the mirror,
clutch lah.
and it comes with the mirror mounts.
Yes, yes. This is Accosato integrated quick reservoir.
Oh, your
Yes.
riding controls also new.
This one is new because I have to
Because of the
because
fast
of the
throttle lah.
fast throttle.
Oh,
Before it was integrated as one piece.
The handlebar also different.
Handlebar, the old handlebar was quite rusty.
The silver,
Yes.
typical silver
Yes,
handlebar.
correct.
Then
And then I noticed your gauge cluster is also new.
The gauge cluster was like this when I bought it, so
Oh,
I
it
was
was.
lucky.
Oh, but you
yes.
made it nice lah.
Yes,
You
yes.
cleaned
I
it
cleaned up, yes.
Oh, I'm
just
surprised.
just ruined by the bloody OBU.
Yeah.
Cannot see anything already after that. LT, can we do something about it? Like
Oh my gosh.
shift it out of the way or something.
OBU, I wanted to put it here, but there's no space.
No space.
why.
Alamak. Anyway, the tank, you grey colour, is this the colour you chose or?
The color I chose is called
The-
Nado Grey, I think.
The in color this
Yeah.
these past few years,
Yes,
the
correct,
Nado
correct.
grey. You see it on like what BMW cars and whatnot, right?
So it's a I think it's theme of grey and black.
But it's nice. I mean, looking at this paintwork, this color tone, right? Once you start looking at it, you start to see that grey actually is not a bad color.
It hides a lot of dirt. So
Hide a lot of dirt.
yes.
Not. Then black is too common, right? It's like-
Black is too common, yes. And
So-
then the whole fork leg I have changed. Previously, when I wanted to repair, I want to change the fork cartridges. My fork cartridges are from NVIDIA, so they found the fork internals was stuck. The axle was not straight, so the
The-
wheel don't spin easily.
The wheel axle.
Yes.
Oh.
So the axle was changed. The fork was slightly bent, so it doesn't pump correctly.
The extension never
Yes, the extension was
doesn't
rusty
go in
also.
and out properly.
Was
lah.
pitted. The extension was pitted, so basically the whole front was changed.
But the front quite rabak.
Yes.
Probably
So
what?
because I think it's due to the previous accident long ago.
The previous owners
Yes.
lah.
So he
How
didn't.
many owners before you for this
Four.
bike?
I'm owner number 5 years.
Wow.
So one of the 4 lah.
He just did a very solid job fixing it back up.
Which workshop?
Don't know.
Don't know. I don't know which workshop did it.
What's this button?
This used to be the pilot light or the headlight.
Oh,
I didn't connect it.
So you rewire it back to the
To the headlight itself. It used to be
to the
just
unit lah.
either you on the pilot light or the headlight.
No, it doesn't function lah.
I didn't want it to function.
So you can take out already lah.
Can.
So
Can
being
take it
a
out.
rare bike, how's the parts like and accessories like?
Actually,
Quite a lot.
if you go to websites like Impex or WeBuy, you get
If you
all
know where to find,
Yes, you get a lot of spares there easily.
Even some American or European websites, you probably can find aftermarket or special parts.
This bike is rare only in Singapore. In UK, it's very popular. In Japan, they have the model until the recent model. They have 6-speed and slipper clutches. But Singapore, Wunsiu didn't bring in.
When you want to upgrade your clutch to something more special, recluse,
the one I want to buy,
Suter, some slipper clutch.
Don't have slipper clutch. I only can use the stock one, but change the pinion. I think the model is about 90,000. 100k, then you change the clutch usually.
The mileage,
Yes.
You bought at 80,000.
I bought it at 80,
around the 80k mark.
5,000.
Then I also plus 2,000 on. Now it's like what?
89.
Crazy. After 5 owners.
So after 5 owners, after
16
what,
years.
16 years, this engine is still stock
And running
and
near
running.
crank specs.
Bulletproof,
pretty much.
Yeah, Japanese JDM.
Yes.
But then again, I mean, it's like the engineering back then was really meant to last. Not
Yes,
like
correct.
now it's meant to wear down by XYZ kilometers, and then you have to change a lot of parts.
What did Channel say? Obsolete what? Planned obsolescence.
Planned obsolescence.
Going back to the rear of the bike, like you see, I have YSS suspension. I have changed the sprocket to let it be more rideable.
You
Stock
want to
sprocket
explain?
was 18 front tooth and 41 or 42 rear teeth.
Too much of a
Too much torque and too high RPM at certain speeds. So I've changed it to 19 front and 38 rear.
So wouldn't that actually
The-
lower your pickup? Way better.
More rideable.
More rideable.
More rideable.
Wouldn't want to say also more top speed. Actually,
More top
yes,
speed,
but
less pickup, yes.
the I think the main point was that, let's say you want to be at 100 km per hour, but you don't want the RPM to be that high.
Yes,
You want it
at
lower.
120 km per hour, the RPM was at 4,000 feet.
Okay,
It was like buzzing.
a lot,
Yes.
like high
so
lah.
now it's like 3,009 plus.
Plus, you save the engine also this way. You don't rev it so hard.
It's near 9,000. It's near half 9,000 RPM. So it's kind of irritating.
Like I said lah, I mean, you also will save the engine lah. You don't always rev it so high all
Yes,
the time.
But it doesn't really affect the torque. So
I mean, 1300. Of course, you don't care about torque already. I mean, it's already more than enough, especially for our
for inline
our
4, this
use
is
case
I think
lah.
the only bike that has more torque than horsepower.
How fast you want to go, sir?
You want to go to 99?
Also
Get a Busa
can,
lah.
But I think also can, possible.
Cannot.
Oh, cannot.
It's geared to I think 240.
240.
It's 5 gears only. This one. It's not a six
It's
gear
not a 6-speed.
transmission.
It's a 5-speed transmission.
5-speed.
I see. Old school, So,
But the 5th gear very fun lah actually. From very low RPM, right? Let's say you were very slow, right?
yeah.
That time when I took his bike, right? On the North South Highway, it was just throttle only. You just still go up on its own.
Serious.
That's how much torque it still have with his current sprocket configuration lah. So you don't really need to do anything. You just 6 and then as if you're riding an automatic bike.
You can just rev from I think 2,000-3,000 and then you just go all the way up.
How's the handling like? Since the two of you have ridden this bike,
Wow, actually
quite heavy.
Now it's
Better.
good.
Now-
After the suspension tuning, now it's way better.
So to put into context, actually back then when we went to the Tortoise Port Dickson, Jason was away in China and he just installed his YSS. He has not tuned it yet, so I helped him out a bit lah, give him like suggestion. So we went through, me and Fizo were the advanced party lah, so we were supposed to be ahead of everyone else during that ride. We were well enough ahead that we actually took all the smaller roads or the B roads, windy, twisties, the hill climbs and down hills and whatnot. For me it's just to figure out what is going on with the suspension and how we could have made it a more comfortable
And
ride
back
lah.
then the front fork was still not working.
Yes, so I was mainly focusing on the rear. Then it's like after adjustments, I kept messaging Jason like, hey, the feedback is like that. Maybe we change setting, one of the settings, then we try again.
Everything didn't work.
Then we figured something is really,
Yes.
not right. That's when we start to, hey, maybe tear down the front and see what happened at the front and whatnot.
So the front couldn't be torn off.
It literally would not want to. The stanchion would not want to come out.
From the
axle.
Yes.
From the left fork to the right fork also refused to budge.
Yes.
Wow, headache that one.
So back then when they put it back, it was forcefully put back.
They hammered it in.
Yes. By right, when you remove the fork, just by pulling a bit
Careful lah.
this way, so it's supposed to come out in two separate pieces. The fork lower and the stanchion. It didn't. It couldn't be put out. It couldn't be hammered out.
Okay, understood.
So something was really
wrong lah.
Yes.
Really wrong lah.
So
we were shocked when your mechanic actually sent us the information. Hey, really cannot do.
and we had to buy the parts from Japan. So we waited about a week. A lot of work was done to this bike to make it normal.
Again.
Yes.
Plus, the parts you shipped in from Japan was the stock parts, the stanchion and what. Just also is because he ordered the cartridge kits lah.
Yes, correct.
So you order already, you want to use, then all this.
I could have changed the whole front, the 333,
everything,
to,
right?
954 front.
Hornet.
CBR 954.
That's the Hornet one, right?
No, Fireblade.
Hornet is what?
Hornet is the one with the two exhausts on the tail. That one is using conventional fork also.
Also the same.
Yes.
Fireblade. Sports bike.
Upside down,
Yeah,
upside
I
down forks.
could change the whole 333 with the fork, with the wheel.
But why didn't you?
No
Cost.
point.
No point.
I'm not going down track. I don't need that so-called feedback. Conventional fork has its benefits.
If leak oil also leak upwards.
Yes.
You don't drip oil everywhere. Right? It seems that short time frame, you seem to
Solve a lot of issues.
solve a lot of issues. And for me also, it's like I've ridden this bike before a lot of the issues has been settled.
Yes.
But I'm starting to get very curious right now how it feels like another day.
Yes. My friends have tested the bikes, so
No rider, by the way. So don't.
any rider insurance.
any rider insurance, please.
I mean, you're already paying so much already for this type of bike.
Yeah.
You put in so much effort with the quality. You want to cheapskate on the insurance, man? No lah. I mean,
So they claim that it was way different. The
Feedback.
engine was smoother, acceleration was faster. The bike is planted.
now I really want to go back to Port Dickson, the road again. I feel I want to try again.
Anyway, Jason, wow, I have to say, interesting this story about the bike. Running it outside, you get a lot of looks.
Not really. I get a lot of provocation.
Huh? Provocation? Why?
Oh, yeah.
Please share the story, everything.
No, because people, if they don't know, they'll think that it's a 400.
Because you're on the road already. Right? It's like, if you have a quick glance, it's Super Four.
Okay.
So I get provocations.
People go next to you.
No, they just think that you're less powered, and then they'll overtake. Not very nicely.
Oh, I see.
They cut very close to you and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean,
It
even
happens.
What's the point in that also? I mean, why even bother doing that? You want to overtake, just overtake properly.
Maybe people don't like Super 4 riders in general.
I wouldn't know.
But if it's another Super 4 rider that did it to him also.
Yeah, another
what you
Super
gonna
4 rider did it to me and you saw it.
Yeah, we went down to Bukit Batok. He wanted grip puppy, so tell him, okay, this shop still open. Maybe we go there.
Okay.
So on the way home, he was on the way home. Then I was going into town.
I was not doing anything stupid, funny.
We just chill riding. Then his fella come in and zoop, cut in.
Why, sir?
No idea.
Because he thinks his Super 4 can makan my Super 4.
SP Tadao,
SP Tadao pipe.
Flashy.
Flashy.
Young guy also lah.
I think so.
Seems like a young guy lah.
What to do?
It's all out of my pay grade.
It's funny lah. So it's funny. So you get provocations now and then. Because I don't think Super 4 riders are quite well liked.
Even like just now when we went to Klong for breakfast also, it's like what? We park our bikes nicely, right? Few of them walk around, take photos here and there. I think probably all looking at your bike also.
I think it's the other two bikes that's outside right now that they're looking at.
The other two.
The Tenere and the Bianma.
Yes. The GSA.
No, it's this. This one is just another.
This is just another
Another
small bike.
Honda.
But if the person who really know what it is, it's a legend bike.
Of course.
It's a JDM, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and some more with Singapore not bringing it anymore.
Bunsu didn't bring it in, no. Any parallel importer bring it in after 2005.
But then the so-called
But the
updated.
model is updated throughout the years.
The updated one now is like what, CB11 LED headlight.
Oh no, it's still CB13. It's still in production. It has 6 speed. Yes, I think the special edition has Olin's front and back. Yeah.
Okay.
What you might see more easier on the road right now is the CB11 lah, the Super Four 1100.
I haven't seen another naked like mine on the road.
Boulder I saw once, the 13 Boulder.
I've seen once also.
I've also seen once.
Yes.
Yeah, that was muscular lah.
Yes.
You can really see it's a 1300 lah, because the engine is
Very-
it stands out. Yeah.
It's the same engine, it's just that it doesn't look that big on the naked.
Yes, correct.
And Boulder with all the fairings and
the
whatnot.
fairings, the cover and all that makes it look bigger also.
Yes.
The one I saw was like a blue-white lah. One pakcik was riding it.
Oh, he sold the bike already.
Oh, that one.
You know him.
He sold I
Small
wanted
world.
to buy his bike, so he sold the bike to another person. The bike has a lot of parts that I like. Bordeaux with Meraki full system. Not very legal lah. But
So you cannot get a full system for this bike?
no, I can't even get a slip-on right now.
Not even a slip-on.
LTA replied me saying that I need Euro 5 compliance.
But this bike production was...
This bike production has no
what,
Euro.
Euro 1 probably.
Yeah, right. So I don't understand how can I get that compliance. That's that.
Even if you get Euro 5 compliance also, even then you'll probably be dumbing down the bike also. So I think it's a bit pointless.
That's what they told me. Those CB13s who have exhaust, they can't transfer.
Oh man.
Or those that legally had
They can't transfer.
Maybe it's a new rule.
those few months, you got it in May, right?
I got it last year.
Last
September.
May. September.
Yes.
See, for the 1 year, 2 months now. Labor of love, I would say.
A lot of things change. Yeah.
Lot of nights looking at parts.
Correct.
This part nice, this part good. Should we get this one?
I've discussed with you a lot over it.
Especially the rear shock also. It's like, can get YSS? Can! Okay lah, get YSS. You don't...
Olin's is 4 times the price. It's like 1,008 euros.
Shit. That much now for this model.
1,600 to 1,008 euros new.
And then you ship in, kena the GST some more.
The GST will kill you. The GST is 9%.
Okay, so anyway, Jason, final question. What's the best memory you have with your CB1300?
When it's on a dyno. Then I realized something was very wrong.
Very wrong with the bike.
So get it back done properly, because I've been overseas very often recently. So I couldn't ride as often as I like.
So you need a few more custodians to help you jaga the bike.
Well, there's a few custodians who have been riding the bike for me, so
Thank you.
including you.
Thank you.
So,
Hey, Jason, good. So many people have been riding his bike.
But riding it more than me.
Like for me, when I ride the bike, I'm providing him feedback. What can be
He's able
managed
to
on this
figure
bike?
out what is wrong and all that.
Yeah.
I lent it to another friend when his bike broke down.
Hi friend.
Hi friend.
Hi friend.
I think this is the only review where I talk 10% of the time, and then the both of you just take over the show.
I mean, if you've been involved with that bike
The
enough,
process,
you,
the process.
you see the process of getting it from where it was right after the LTA transferred to your ownership to the current state it is now. I think with all the blood, sweat and tears also, it's well worth it lah. I would say it's well worth it lah.
Just that I don't like this OBU.
Just
thing.
OBU ni.
Yes.
Yeah, cannot take out also.
Cannot mount also. If can,
Actually, it was mounted outside, and it looks really ugly.
And then with all the wind also.
Yes. So I put it back inside. So hide behind this so-called bikini cow.
Anyway, Jason, I think it's long story this bike. Yeah, like both of you riding it and you giving inputs.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a legend by itself.
It's a commuter bike that has character, I guess. Yes.
Definitely have character. If I had the resources Jason had, I would actually one-to-one with this as well. Find the exact same spec. I used to do that with another friend last time when we were riding 2B bikes. If you can actually see two of the same models, it looks exactly the same, but two riders are on it.
There's two that's currently for sale, the Super Four.
Don't tell me, Jason.
Don't tell me.
Cannot.
He need to do more deliveries.
Any controversial hot takes, Jason? I mean, this is apart from the review. This guy is in our Telegram group chat. Sometimes the things he say can be controversial.
I'm just direct, and most people can't take directness. So that's that.
So now you know who he is.
Yes.
The granddaddy, the
Granddaddy
yes,
of the granddaddy Super Four.
Yes.
Yeah, Jason, thank you so much for being on the show. We would love to have more of you, for podcasts or whatsoever, and sharing your thoughts and opinions. And any riders want to review the bike with us, you can touch with us on our social media pages below. Thank you, Fadhil, for taking over the show.
Hey, I'm not taking over the show. I'm just, Zach cannot make it. That's why.
Make it, yeah. So at least we got somebody who ridden this bike before, who knows about it, and is personally involved with it.
I mean, if you want to say I know about the bike, not really lah. It's just that when I was offered to have a go on the bike, obviously I have to do my own research also lah. So what I understand is what I understand lah. I mean, all these things can be found online.
Yes.
So that's it for the vlog. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya!
Ride on, 10 back overlanders. We're living each moment, no rules to abide. Ride on, with engines that thunder, 2 wheels.